that's the Galaxy Fold 3. But this is the more affordable of Samsung's folding phones in the Galaxy Z Flip 3, coming in at just under $1,000. Inside of the box, we have the device itself, along with your typical documentation and a USB-C cable. And that is it. Now, unlike the Fold 3, which doubles in size when unfolded, the Flip 3 is kind of the opposite idea, with it folding in half, allowing you to fit a big 6.7-inch screen into smaller pockets. Although I will say it's pretty thick when it's folded up. On the right side, you've got a volume rocker along with the power button / fingerprint scanner. On the left side, there's the SIM tray. At the bottom, you have a USB-C port with a speaker. And then on the back, you have a dual camera setup, one for wide and the other for ultra wide, along with a 1.9-inch cover screen. Now, this cover screen doesn't really do much. It's really just there to let you see the time, to check your messages, along with a few side benefits like acting as a viewfinder when you're taking selfies. And really, anytime you want to actually use this phone, you're going to want to flip it open, where you have that big 6.7-inch screen. Now, one thing I like about this screen as opposed to the one on the Fold 3 is the crease where the actual folding happens isn't nearly as big. It's only going across the screen, whereas on the Fold 3, the crease goes all the way down. So you'll definitely notice it less on the Flip. So when the screen is unfolded like this, it's pretty much just your standard high-end smartphone from Samsung, which is another way of saying it's a pretty good experience. I'm not sure how the battery will hold up though. It only has a 3300 mAh capacity, but the rest of the specs are high-end, where you have a Snapdragon 888, you get 8GB of RAM, that inner screen has a 120Hz refresh rate, and the phone is even IPX8 water resistant. But really, the main reason you would want this phone is because it folds in half. Now, it's not as obvious of a benefit as the Fold 3, which turns a phone into a tablet, but with the Flip 3, I think people who have been wanting a phone with a bigger screen, but just couldn't get one because it wouldn't fit in their pockets, well, they'd be pretty happy with this. Now, sure, there are other benefits to the phone being able to fold, as you can use it in flex mode, where the phone will actually act as its own little kickstand, letting you watch YouTube videos hands-free, although only on that small portrait mode, and it can also be great for taking photos and videos. Not only can you prop the phone up on its own to record videos or take a group shot, but it can also take your selfie game to the next level, where you can use the rear cameras instead of the regular front camera, which can give you better image quality and can take advantage of that LED flash. But at the same time, while there's definitely a cool factor to just being able to flip open your smartphone, there are some serious drawbacks. Every time you want to use this phone, even if it's just to send a quick text message, you're gonna have to go through the motion of flipping it open, which, as fun as it is when you first get the phone, will eventually get old. Now, I'm not saying this is a deal breaker. Again, from anybody who wants a bigger screen that's more pocketable, the Flip 3 can be a good choice. But when the Galaxy S21 Ultra costs the same amount as this phone right now at $1,000, I don't know if the benefits of a folding screen are worth it to everybody else. The S21 Ultra has a way better camera system, it has faster charging speeds, it has a much bigger battery, and it doesn't have that crease in the middle of the screen. So while I really like this technology, I think it's super cool that Samsung even pulled it off. Unless you really want it for pocketability, I think for now there are still much better options out there for your money.